Lumian Legacy flopped and flopped so bad that it doesn't even have 1,000 average daily players visiting, and has less than 1,000 average daily players daily. And fans of Pokemon Brick Bronze and Pokemon players were hesitant and disliked the game while Pokemon Brick Bronze succeeded. And even when the game got deleted, people couldn't let go and made copies and their own versions of Pokemon Brick Bronze with fewer changes, and popular YouTubers and influencers like our Think Noodles played the game and really loved the game and everything about it. But why is it? Why did one game was loved by the entire Pokemon and Roblox community, while Lumian Legacy is a huge flop and has such a small community that no one remembers it? And no, it's not just nostalgia. Why would I mention something so obvious and easy to point out? In today's video, we will explain why Lumian Legacy flopped, while Pokemon Brick Bronze was loved and congratulated. 1. First reason is because hype died fast. At first, many players and influencers, even Pokemon and Pokemon Brick Bronze players, was excited at first to play Lumian Legacy to see the new features like new Pokemon, energy system, the story, and the new gyms. But then the hype died after a while. People were used to the game. People realized it was a carbon copy of Pokemon Brick Bronze, but with design changes and a new system, and updates took longer than expected, and people couldn't wait anymore and quit. And even went to play Pokemon Brick Bronze copies, and loved the nostalgia and competitive feel of Pokemon Brick Bronze. They loved using their favorite Pokemon and challenging gyms without waiting for updates and ugly designs of Lumian Legacy. And I also had the same feeling when playing Lumian Legacy. At first everything was amazing, it felt fun and a true adventure. But then it got boring really quick after the first and second gym, and it doesn't feel the same as your favorite underdog Pokemon like Charizard or Venusaur compared to Torpri? Whatever that is. And also if the game expectations didn't match the hype. It would be a guaranteed flop, HAD disliked by entire communities. Fast in the new system, design and long expected updates and new features didn't stuck too well, and the game design wasn't too impressive. I mean, the design is good, but compared to Nintendo design, I think we can agree and know which one is better. Can't we? 2. Second reason is because it didn't give fans what they wanted. Fans wanted Pokemon Brick Bronze back, but instead we got a weaker version of Pokemon Brick Bronze that isn't even remotely the same game. Sure, the design is similar, kinda, and we got callbacks to Pokemon Brick Bronze, but the story and gameplay isn't even the same. And sure, we know why they couldn't realize Pokemon Brick Bronze all-door, and thanks to how strict Nintendo is, and Nintendo history of lawsuits and dislike of anyone using their games. But it already happened. We got a Pokemon Brick Bronze that isn't going anywhere. Huh, what do I mean by that? I mean it already happened. All thanks to Pokemon Brick Bronze Forever. After the original Pokemon, Brick Bronze was deleted and removed by Nintendo. In 2018, in April 18th, a group of people made Pokemon Brick Bronze Forever. A while after it was deleted, so they could have created something like that, or create their own GBA ROM for Pokemon Brick Bronze or something similar. So it's theirs, not Nintendo rights, and avoid any Nintendo conflict or Nintendo lawsuit and have all rights to do with it, without the fear of any Nintendo taking away any of it. And because they didn't give what fans wanted, fans got upset and were hesitant and disliked the game instantly, including me. A huge fan of Pokemon Brick Bronze Forever, and I was hesitant, and didn't like the game and only liked the game at first, but it immediately became boring after the second gym. 3. Is because the game just sucks? Let's be honest, if your favorite game was deleted, and instead of restoring the game, they made a brand new one, that it sucks. You would be more hesitant to play the game, wouldn't you? Because you probably fell in love with the first game. It's like your friends demanding you to play their favorite game, but you have no idea about this game and you try it. And if it did well, you would continue playing it, and if it sucks, you wouldn't want to play it. And sadly, it's the latter, and everything about Lumian Legacy sucks. The design, new system, difficulty, and story. The design isn't awful and is actually great, but it doesn't have the epic and creative looks of Pokemon like what Nintendo or Game Freak does, and the story is generic and predictable. It just has a group of bullies and parents, asking us to do a specific task and player. Getting praise, that's pretty much it. Pokemon Brick Bronze has crazy lore with Team Eclipse, trying to get orbs that summon Groundon and Kyogre for Hoopa and Boss of the Evil Team is a tragic and relatable reason for being evil. And a lot of mystical lore with betrayals, gym leader affiliations, and etc. While in Lumian Legacy, we get none of that, just evil. Pokemon and us want to fight gym leaders and people for no reason. And the new energy battle system just stalls us out and wastes turns, and being a little careful with our moves, and the difficulty is so easy. I beat the first and second gyms on my first try. Barely tried and had like 3 to 2 close fights in the entire game. And that's before I became a pro and played Pokemon for a year, so that's saying a lot about the difficulty. 4 is because it lacked popularity, especially compared to Nintendo. Because if a game isn't popular, how do you expect it to succeed? And also because Roblox Pokemon fan games, or Pokemon Brick Bronze copies, weren't really a thing until the original Pokemon Brick Bronze was deleted. Then Roblox Pokemon fan games, or Pokemon Brick Bronze copies, were a thing and became popular, and it needed to have good branding and recognition, unlike Nintendo, which already got recognition and great branding, which Llama Train Studios, the creator of Lumian Legacy, and Lumian Legacy itself wasn't that popular and got some level of hype and recognition, but died down fast. And word of mouth and recognition was great at first due to something to look forward to, and a completely new game after Pokemon Brick Bronze. But after the wait for the 4th gym, and while after the game released, hype was there, and so was popularity, but weaker than the game. Initial release, and so was the 4th gym, and then the next 5th gym, and more updates. The average daily player count and active players deteriorate as the updates continued, due to weak branding and word of mouth that couldn't reach everyone. And for Pokemon Brick Bronze, word of mouth and recognition worked, thanks to popular influencers and people saying how great the game was and how much Pokemon is known around the world. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you learned anything, and comment if you learned anything or if I missed any reasons why. Lumian Legacy flopped while Pokemon Brick Bronze did great. And also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And also comment if you learned anything or if I missed any reason why. Lumian Legacy flooped, but Pokemon Brick Bronze succeeded, and thanks for watching.